Hello everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to finish off Kepler, and then we are going to play something else. Right now, I figure it'll either be 7 Days to Die or Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Not 100% sure yet which one it'll be, but we'll figure it out. Let's get this thing underway. I figured this is going to take us probably under an hour. Because I just have to make this warp drive, which I have all the components for because I spent a good amount of time farming them. Whole thing. I should have actually looked and saw how many of each of the pieces I need. Yeah, I set up a farming area in my other farming world and just farmed everything. Warp drive. We also need the parasect mass. Basically, I just set it up and let everything run. So, hey Chloe, how's it going? Warp drive created. Give him the warp drive, and then if I had to guess, there's probably going to be a boss fight. And then that's likely the end of the storyline. Glad to hear you're doing well. I hope we weren't a couple minutes away from the end of this game, because that will be really anticlimactic. Give him the warp drive. Okay, the music's just loud to me. It doesn't seem loud to you guys, so carrying on. Well done! Our spacecraft will be completed soon. Wait for me here. 6 hours later. Yeah, as much as I love the music and ambient noise, it doesn't really play that often. I still need to do some technical inspections. If there are no problems, we can set off. Where are we headed? To Earth first, and stay if it's suitable for living. Alright, hurry up. Come on board and do the pre-takeoff checks with me if you're ready. Well then. I don't know if this is one of the mods breaking it or something else, but sound in the brain. Dialogue, question mark. Who are you? Why are you telepathying with me? It's me, WM69. Forgive me for connecting to your gene ball without authorization. I've been using your gene ball to look for Danny's gene ball signal secretly. There's a gene ball in my brain? Everyone has a gene ball. Aren't human brains gene balls? I don't know. Sorry, I suddenly contacted you because I detected Danny's signal around you. Although it's very weak, I'm sure it's him. Danny's signal? I'm in ship's lab. We built the ship and are about to leave here. Is Danny in the lab? No, there are 2 dormant cabins here, but they're empty. There's no other place to hide people. What about your spacecraft? Impossible. If Danny's on the spacecraft, Matthew would have known. Alright, I'm leaving here soon. I'm sorry, I haven't been able to help you with Danny, but I hope you can reunite soon. Goodbye, WM69. He's literally the one that kidnapped her! Thank you, I'll just wait here for Danny. That's all I can do. We know he's literally the one that kidnapped her. We saw that. Sure, it was before we blew off his arm and he got a mechanical replacement, but he's literally the one that kidnapped her. Why would we be surprised she's in the ship? Why? He also told us the company he worked for, super fucking evil. But he was obviously working for them at the time. Yeah, see? Boss battle. He's about to screw us over. Also, there was no choice but to say yes to that. Oh. Looks like he's cloning her. A whole hell of a lot. And him. A whole hell of a lot. Why do we blindly trust people in games? Let us be mistrustful. I know it makes your jobs harder when you make them, but... Necros, I've been waiting for you for a long time. Who are you? I'm Richard Marco, the founder of Meko, the person you're most familiar with. Doesn't ring a bell. I've no previous memories of myself. It's because you're just an empty shell. You're one of my 154,770,198 replicas. Is there something wrong? I've just boarded the spacecraft. Why am I here? You've acquired all the technologies in this realm and completed all the challenges, allowing you to enter here. The spacecraft is just a machine that connects us, and now our consciousnesses are interconnected. Impossible. Matthew and I built the spacecraft together, unless he works for Meko. He did, before the previous you peeled off his mask and broke his arm. Now he's just as unaware as you are. You're both living in a preset plot performing a set of predetermined actions. No way! I've been acting of my own accord. The only way to increase the capacity of the gene ball is to let it evolve while living, learning, and fighting. Only then can it hold my vast knowledge and memory, my complete consciousness. And you are this vessel, my perfect replica. I'm a human from Earth, I'm no replica. A human? Can humans break mountain rocks using their fists? Can a human body perform atomic restructuring? No, look at you. You're not any of those lowly carbon-based life forms. Every Terran like you is the embodiment of my ultimate wisdom, all my wealth. Humans, those planet viruses, they've long been extinct. And what about Marco Arx passengers from Earth? As materials for human experiments, their sacrifices have made outstanding contributions to scientific progress. You psycho, just what are you planning to do? Eternity. I want an eternal planet that executes all my edicts. It's a planet with no states, as well as none of those legal, moral, or secular constraints. It allows me to advance freely with every step I take, representing the advancement of the entire planet. For this, the first step is to reset Earth to completely wipe out the old humans from the universe so that a new civilization can be born. But you're also a human. I was. To complete this plan, I gave up my body in exchange for unlimited time. Now, to feel the world I created, I need real life. Infinite life. So it's you who caused the destruction of Earth and the extinction of humans. In doing so, you've caused this planet to suffer from your contamination. If humans hadn't perished, Earth would have died before 2473. It was I who prevented this disaster. Open your eyes and take a look at this world. So beautiful and vibrant. All lives here are following the rules that let the ecosystem last indefinitely. My rules. Before we end this conversation, I'll let you in a secret. You and Matthew have always been at your destination. Welcome to the Earth. Bonk, 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 bonk. You are weak, old man. I out-regenerate your attacks. My poor subordinate, however, does not. Oh, why is my mount taking damage? Pew. Pew pew pew. Yeah, for whatever reason my mount is actually taking damage now instead of me taking the damage. Maybe that was one of the changes they made when they fixed the mount positioning. No! No way! Ding! I got a soul jar. Why are you lying here? Get up already. Thank goodness, I'm finally back. What nonsense was that? We're in such a critical moment and yet you're sleeping while I'm working? Sorry, I'm probably overworked. Whatever, we'll let it slide for now. Now there's a more serious problem. The warp drive can't start at all. At first I thought it was your problem, but as I compared it carefully with the blueprint, every piece of the installation was absolutely spot on. The only possibility is there's a problem with the design of the blueprint. Damn it, Danny gave me this blueprint back then, and I've been giving my all to return to Earth. What on earth have I been doing for so many years? As long as we work hard together, we'll build a warp drive and return to Earth one day. Please leave me alone for now. Wait. Did it automatically unlock all of the... Nope. So what's all these? Piece of memory? Oh, these are all of his personal memories. Okay. That's a lot of stuff to read through, so I'm not gonna do it right now. That's the end of the main storyline? Like, there's no... Is there really no conclusion to it? No finding Danny and returning her? Really? That's it? We left him alone briefly. Is that really the end? Alright, I guess we're gonna read the documents. Because... Okay. Let's find out. Got my own child, but I lost my wife forever. My son has been diagnosed with congenital liver cancer. Since my family does not have a history of cancer, the only possible reason are my wife's and my working environment. Due to necessity of work, we were often exposed to pollutants and radioactive substances, which might have just contaminated the then embryonic Matthew. I'm sorry, Dad. We'll try everything because you're the only family I have left. I invested in Prandic's lab human pig chimera embryo experiment. If the experiment's successful, I'll get the most suitable replacement organ for Matthew. The experiment continues to proceed smoothly. Currently, 6,451 embryos out of the chimera embryos are well developed. Among the genetic samples of the 5,392 surviving embryos, it is confirmed that there are none that demonstrate full compatibility with Matthew's genetic structure, and it cannot be ensured that the transplanted organ will not be rejected by Matthew's antibody. I have to explore other methods. So that explains why he's an orc. And I bet Danny's the wife. I've managed to make technology transactions with the Chinese scientific research institutes. They show a high degree of acceptance for cloning experiments. This is a very optimistic environment. Although the experiments can only be conducted in secret, this step of human progress shall take place in China. Their unauthorized disclosure of the experiment results has drawn the attention of Prandic. The experiments have to be postponed. As of now, Prandic has fully acquired certain gene editing technology and will soon be applicable to human experiments. So many constraints, Prandic needs a protective umbrella. Using CRISPR gene editing technology, we have successfully transformed cancer cells into cancer killers. These cancer cells may be easily killed by the body's immune cells while eliminating the cancer cells. However, if we strengthen their protection, it will be difficult for us to remove them in the future to ensure that they will not rebel. To avoid rejection reactions, much effort and time needs to be spent on each experiment with regards to cell matching. The process is too slow. It must be accelerated. We need more experiments, more HP subjects. They are looking deeper. We are about to be exposed. They have finally turned their attention away from us. The Earth helped me, but like Matthew, she is very ill. A magician is good at hiding his tiny moves with bigger ones. Disaster will make people lose their judgment. Overshoes over boots. We have got more time. Matthew's condition is getting worse. We are racing against death. I did not cry, nor do I feel grief. My heart has been occupied by hatred. What's more ridiculous and sad is, except for myself, no one knows what they have lost today or what they will face in the future. All mistakes will be corrected eventually. The world needs real change. Okay, so that was because his son died. That explains why pictures are tied to times around them. Volcano activation experiment has made great progress. We've not a trace left. All marked. Yeah, okay. We've completed the genetic treatment technology, but it's too late. Dear Danny and Matthew, I miss you so much. I can't wait to meet you in heaven, but I can't die. People like me will only go to hell, so I'll find another way to reunite with you. Please wait for me. I need unlimited time. So yeah. He's been cloning his wife and son endlessly in order to reunite with them, and you were his clone. But wow, we really only had like 15 minutes of game left, or if we don't actually count my reading of that, we had less than 10 minutes of game left. Okay. Alright. So yeah. Okay. That really does seem to be the end of the game. I was not expecting it to be over that quickly. Let's head to town, and that'll be it. And then whether I switch to 7 Days to Die or Bloodlines, I think I'm going to ask Ceranos if he wants to play 7 Days. If not, I will play Bloodlines. Though he did just fire up Crusader Kings, and he's been trying to get me to play that with him, so I doubt he's going to want to play. We'll see, though. Alright, so that's the end of Kepler. I may come back to it in the future, especially if there's any more updates, more story added, and so on and so forth. I never did really get around to building up the base, mainly because it was more worth it for me to build in the safe personal zone than to build out here. I think I probably would have built out here more had I gone in for multiplayer in the beginning, but it was easier and safer to build there than to have to actually defend things. In the end, I need like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to switch over. So thanks for watching Kepler, and I will be back with whatever we switch to in a few minutes' time.